Hi, this is Darman. Welcome to another Minecraft Let's Play video. In this video series, I'm showing you how to build Stampy's house. And in the last video, we built this staircase. And hallway, actually. We built this hallway, which is the hallway that leads to the library eventually, and the swimming pool will be over here. And we just kind of winds around, and we'll eventually get to the clubhouse, which I had a hard time naming in the last video, as you saw. This is kind of a messy looking thing up here, but eventually we're just going to cover this whole long thing with one big long slab of oak, and it'll all fall into place. Speaking of slabs of oak, the first thing we're going to do in this video is we're going to do the outside of the bottom of the house in preparation for building the swimming pool and the library. And so basically we're going to start, well, let's start on the other side. And the other side, I mean the one that has the hallway and has closer to Stampy's bedroom. I have a feeling these branches or these things are going to get in my way, so I'm just kind of knocking them out. Oh, hey, by the way, I don't know if I mentioned this tip or not. If you're going to do some lawn mowing, in other words, if you got these little brushes and they look like they're going to get in the way, although they don't technically get in the way when you're putting blocks down, but flowers will stop you from putting a block down. It just doesn't go away unlike a grass block does nowadays. That's a change from one of the updates. But if you have a bunch of vegetation that you want to get rid of, just take a water bucket and just empty it out and get a empty bucket and pick that water back up, and you'll see it gets rid of all the grass. This also works with well, it also works on redstone. No, you never usually want that to happen, but that's I mean, now we have some flowers. Okay, so we're going to start from this side, and we're going to go out to the right. You know what, let's just do left real quick. Let's do left and set up the pattern, and then we'll continue to the right. So basically the pattern is horizontal stripes, and it's from the bottom, it's going to be 2 blocks of oak, two rows of oak. I got to make sure I match this up here. It's going to be 2 rows of oak and then 1 row of sandstone. So we just want to bring that, which we had built in previous video for the bathroom, all the way down, bring that all the way down to the level. Again, level with what the water will be, which is going to be this, which is level with these pylons here. So we've got 1 row of oak here, so let's just do 1 more, and then we're going to put sandstone, where'd it go, on top of that. 1 row of sandstone, then we're going to repeat with 2 rows of oak. And 1 more of sandstone. And finish that off there. So there's, and again, there's 2 rows of oak here, and that just finished that's finished off. And again, this is going to be, there's going to be dirt here, you know, this is going to be a hill, which we're going to build in a later episode. So we want to make sure you keep that column all wood all the way down, just to kind of stop the sandstone right in line with all that. So let's continue the pattern over here. This is actually this actually should continue. Let's put the sandstone in here, as we built that in the last video just to quickly, and we need to make sure this is correct there. So that sandstone should go right above those doors there. Okay, so let's see. The easiest way to explain this next part, this is where it actually gets a little bit longer than what we've currently built. It goes farther out, 2 blocks farther out here. So let's just do it this way. Let's start up here, add 1 row of oak, which gives us a total of, again, a total of 2 in between these vertical pieces and this next one. And we're going to go put this one, sandstone, all the way out here, and then you're going to add 1 more. Just let it hang out there. And then let's go back over here, and we're going to make 1 row of oak, and that's going to again go 1 more further than that, and that's just it. That's just should be as far as we need to go. What is wrong here? There is something goofy going on here. Oh no, that's right. No. What is up here? Oh, no, I'm sorry. Okay. Let's back this up a little. Let's just chop this off a little bit right here. Let's just pretend we only went this far. The oak, this row of oak here, which, here we go, yeah. This one, you're going to add extra one here, and we're going to add 2 of the sandstone. Okay, so that's as far as the building's going to go. And then we're just going to actually use some oak. What am I doing here? Oh, I'm sorry, no. Wow, sorry. Sorry, guys. Here we go. This is, well, it does come out to here, but this corner is going to be oak all the way down. This is just going to, that's going to stop right there. So from this edge here, and you're going to line this up with this oak row that comes underneath that hallway. You're just going to bring that out one more block. Bring the sandstone out the same width underneath that one block, and then just tack one more piece of wood under there. And this is just going to be the corner of the house. This is going to come straight down to ground level. There. That makes sense? I can fill this in to make that a little more visually make sense there. Okay. And don't worry that this is touching the corner. That may look weird right now, but it'll look okay in the end, trust me. Okay, so now we just need to continue this pattern across. We just need to put this next row of oak. And we need 1 row of sandstone. I knew I was going to mess up explaining that. Sorry about that. I hope that made sense. Fill this oak in, and 1 more row of that. And that will be this side done for the lower half. So this is the first level, second level, both done. Okay, so now, the reason that this part sticks out is because the swimming pool dimensions just demanded that they be that way. So what we're going to do is go right from this oak one here. We're going to bring this one straight across. We're going to wrap it all the way around both sides until we get to this balcony, which I'm about to hit my head on. Ooh, there we go. I hit my head on it. Bring it right under this balcony here. So it should be 2 blocks under the balcony. Now let's go back around here. And we're actually going to do this with sandstone. This is still going to be oak on the corner here. But this row is going to be sandstone all the way around. It's weird because it sticks out 2 extra blocks. You know, on 2 sides of the house, but not the other ones. Just really pretty bizarre. This last block here should be oak, and that'll make more sense in just a little bit. So there's 2 blocks underneath this balcony here, and on this row, the first block is sandstone, and then that one's going to be oak. It's just kind of weird, but it's just to make the room fit. He probably just didn't feel like, you know, rebuilding everything above it. I don't blame him, not one little bit. Speaking of which, the corner is going to be all oak. So I took that 1 sandstone off and just going to bring this right to the ground. Okay, so we're just going to keep following that same pattern of oak and sandstone. So there's going to be 2 rows of oak. One row of sandstone, 2 rows of oak, and we already have the 1 sandstone up there. Now there will also be eventually be a hole right around, you know, somewhere on mostly somewhere in the middle. I don't think it's exactly in the middle, for the little fountain that comes out from the swimming pool. Okay, and let's just do our oak here, 2 rows of oak. And as we come over here, you'll see this does not match up. But that's okay. That's, again, normal because this is out too. So we've built this doorway around here, and that's okay. That's exactly right. If you want, you can just kind of build up all the way to meet this other part that we met up there. So there should be this, it sticks out 2 blocks here from this doorway, but there should be that empty block there. Don't build that right next to the door like that. Just leave that 1 block available. So let's see. We're going to finish the second row of oak. And thankfully, a lot of these views are available on most of his videos. So it's easy to, if you get lost, you can easily just check out one of his videos. And particularly like any of the videos where he's flying, like the 200 subscriber or 200 video, where he's flying around in the balloon and whatnot in the lovely world. Okay, so here, underneath this, we're going to fill this in with solid oak here and here, but then over here, we're going to switch to half slab on top of this sandstone. That's what finishes off the look. That's kind of where it sort of steps out. And again, that does not do it on this side. This side should go straight down, all the way down. So it's just on this side, which is like on the Hilda and Henry side of the main part, and also the SS Stumpy. There's the SS Stumpy there. I should put like orange wool on there. So then over in this area, we've got this little kind of bumps out here. Real quick, let's just put the supports for this balcony here. Just go to the corner and just bring it all the way down. Oops. Fences sometimes are hard to... Is it there? No, it's not there. Take that out. Put it there and there. There we go. And weirdly enough, I don't know why, most of the time he puts a oak log underneath of them. In these cases, actually, it's... I'm going to do some lawn mowing. In these cases, it's oak planks for some reason. I think it just goes better with the area, I guess. Because there's going to be a sidewalk here that's going to be oak plank. In just a minute. All right, get in there. And dig that out and put an oak plank in right there. All right, so this section here, we want to leave, this is going to be solid oak, and then we're just going to, at this point, follow the oak sandstone pattern to the corner. So there's going to be 2 rows of oak. Oop. I'm going to bring it right to, oh, whoop, I went a little too far. Bring it right to where this is. I got too many there. So 2 rows of oak, 1 row of sandstone, and two rows of oak. One more sandstone, and it looks like we got to finish this up with some oak. Stick that in there, and bring this all the way out here. So there we go. So this sandstone is going to tuck underneath this overhang, this balcony for a little, by a couple of blocks. Oh, I almost ran into the SS Stumpy there. So there we go. That's what that side looks like. I'm just going to kind of slowly go around here so you can get a good outer view of it and to see if there's anything. If you got any problems, you can hopefully just pinpoint them in this flyby. This is how it should look. It always looks weird with that one as being sandstone on the corner, but again, the pattern, it just kind of works out that way, and that's just the way it is. That's the way he's got it. This step pattern here kind of drove me nuts for a while. I couldn't quite figure out how he accomplished it. I thought it was steps at first, and then I don't know. Then I don't know. I don't remember how I figured it out, but this is, if you look at the videos, you'll see this is how it is. Because I think what clued me in was there was only this half block right above the sandstone, and then I realized, oh, then this must be a full block here to make that step, and lo and behold, that did work out nicely there. Let's see here. So that's the bottom of the outside done. We can do the sidewalk. I guess we can do the sidewalk. It's a little boring, but Actually, I'm not 100% sure how big the sidewalk is. I have it written. I gotta do some lawn mowing around here. There we go. I hate lawn mowing. Anybody here mows the lawn? It's not something I enjoy, and you'll probably have to do it at some point in your life if you don't already. There we go. Get rid of that. Okay, so I know this one comes out 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And it goes out. I'm pretty sure it goes all the way out to the edge of this building. So I'll just dig this out. I'll probably find I'm completely wrong on how far that goes over. So this should be 2 all the way around the rest of the way. So you kind of develop a technique for doing this sort of stuff. 2 around here. Back and forth. You can do 1 row, then come back and do the next. Sometimes I alternate. And this is just 2 all the way around here. This is good. So then we'll get to the next video. We'll start doing the I don't know, which one do I want to do first? The swimming pool or the library? Library involves a little bit of redstone. I'm not gonna lie to you. Oh, this goes up to the hill, so I don't need to wrap around that way. I don't know if this has to go all the way around that way, but let's just do this. You know what? I'm grabbing a speed potion. So while I'm doing this, I'll remark, if you're doing this on Pocket Edition, I know some of you are, you've asked me questions, and I actually have done a version of this on Pocket Edition myself. There's going to be some materials that you're not going to be able to use, that he uses in his world. And like note blocks, there's no redstone anything except for rails. But there's no real use of redstone, note blocks, jukeboxes, and so forth. So just, for any materials that you don't have, you can just use whatever you want until, hopefully, at some point, they'll update the Pocket Edition one with the, all the materials that this one has. Although for a while there, the Pocket Edition one had a bunch of stuff that this didn't have. It didn't have, it has like carpets. It had carpets long before the Xbox edition did. Okay, there we go. And this is, oh sorry, SS Stumpy. So we're just going to leave this here. Eventually this will be a big hill over there we'll have to build. And then this, of course, will all be water, and there'll be a pier that we'll build out here and at some point when we get this area ready for you to build the SS Stumpy. Okay. That's basically the bottom of the outside. Let's just come up here and take a look. Wow. Although the top looks kind of, lame right now, it just looks weird. If you just sort of put your hand on top, like you sort of hold it up in front of you, and you're looking down at the rest of it, it looks cool. It's stampy. Like, oh, you know what? One thing I wanted to show you before we sign off. Let me grab some stairs. At some point of the Stampy's Lovely Worldness, I noticed that he put upside down stairs here, here and over here. I have no idea when he did it or what. Nope, upside down stairs. Come on, here we go. And there. No idea. I mean, it kind of finishes it off nicely, but he doesn't really mention it in the video, at least not that I remember. But I noticed it in some video where he was running around like from this way, and he was pointing at something and heading towards probably the what do you call it, the secret base underground. And I noticed, I was like, oh, there's stairs there, but they're not on this side. I saw other videos and there's none on this side, so you can decide for yourself if maybe you'd want to put them there. I don't know, it kind of would even it out. But before we sign off, I want to actually put something on here, which I didn't do before, which are the supports for this. They're not supporting anything, but just do some fences right in the middle of this, on each side. Oops. And bring it right down to water level. Since we have this area done, this will help finish off. There is that. Nope, that that does not match up. Let's try that one. There we go. Okay, there we go. And just knock this out. Now this is where I need my oak. Oh, oops! That did not go into my inventory. Just put that there. I don't need to be speedy anymore. Oak. There we go. Okay, well, I was going to fill that in, but it doesn't matter. That's going to get knocked out. So that's going to be, this is all going to be water here eventually. So yeah, there's this little support that's just a little too high to do. There we go. Bring this all the way down. It's hard to see through my bubbles. That's one thing I don't like about using the speed potion in the videos, is the bubbles are a little distracting, I think. Ah, good. Okay, there we go. So we got that little support here. We got this outside wall down all the way to the ground. We've got the sidewalk all around it. This is looking good. Let me take a quick look here, make sure I didn't really screw up anything. And this is all looking pretty spiffy. Especially that Stumpy. Look at that SS Stumpy, man. That is sweet. That is looking good. You know what? I don't think I'm even going to change it. I think that's what I'm going to leave it right there. I'm pretty sure that's an accurate build of the SS Stampy there. I'm pretty sure that's exactly right. Ha ha ha. Anyway, okay, that's it. That's it for this video. In the next video, we'll do the inside of the... Do we do the pool room, library, pool room, library, pool room, library? We're probably going to do the pool room. I know you probably want the library, but that's going to be a little more involved with the sandstone. Redstone. And we'll give you a break on, we'll do the pool room and the back area where the little connecting hallway is. So, that's it. I'm Darman68. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!